What's up, guys? Stobo here with another review. This is another horror for October review. This is a special one. Since the first one got such positive feedback, people were asking to share it. Go ahead, like I say at the end of every video, like, subscribe, and share. I got a couple more subscribers because of that video last night. It was my fastest viewed video yet, so I have a candle cake here. In celebration of that. And I've picked out a particularly scary story. So, the backstory on this guy is... it was 2012, I believe. Sorry, I'm trying to set this back up so all candles are lit. I wrote a story called Sam Writes, and it was about a guy who lives across the street from a graveyard, and he finds a bunch of kids playing around, and he ends up kidnapping one and wants to kill and eat him. Well, he has a pendulum in his basement that he uses to cut him up and basically do a bunch of gruesome stuff. At the end of the story, he cuts him up, deguts him, everything, and eats him while he watches kids play looking for the next one. And that is where this story picks up. So, with this candle cake lit, I'm going to take a hit. Let's get into the story. I will read the dedication towards the end. This is called Sam the Sequel, written by me. As Sam finished his meal, he saw him. Sam found his next meal. Sam did the dishes and began planning. He thought about using the pendulum again, but he wanted to do something new. He thought about tying the kid up to the table and cutting him into pieces slowly as the kid was still alive. That was it. That was his plan. Now he just had to figure out how to get the kid. A few days had passed, and Sam continued to watch the kid. He was devising a plan. One night, the kid was out for a walk, and it started to rain. Sam grabbed an umbrella and went outside. Sam said, "Hey, kid, need an umbrella?" Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I have to actually read the pages. I don't have it memorized, so I'm struggling trying to read this, so just bear with me on it. I'm also reading it by candlelight for that dramatic effect. Sure, thanks, mister, said the kid. Sam walked over to the kid and handed him the umbrella. The kid reached out and grabbed it. The kid had no idea that tonight was his last night alive. He had no idea that the man was the last person he'd see. What was your name, son? Asked Sam. My name is Andrew, said the kid. Andrew was still holding on to the umbrella. Let me reread that part. Andrew, still holding onto the umbrella, realized Sam was not letting go. Fear came over Andrew's face as a smile grew on Sam's. Sam quickly grabbed Andrew's arm and jerked him up, stuffing the umbrella in Andrew's mouth to stop him from screaming. Sam carried him to his car. Sam opened up his trunk and threw Andrew inside. Getting in the driver's seat, Sam pulled out of his driveway and started driving. While Sam was making up his plan, he purchased a shipping crate. Inside, he had a very flickery light that he never fixed because of the ambiance. He moved a table into the place, buckets under it to catch all the blood. He tied blankets 4 inches thick over every inch of the inside of the crate. That would make it soundproof to hide the screams. On a separate table, he had laid out all the knives and carving tools. The setup was perfect. All it needed was a fresh kill. After a 30-minute drive, Sam arrived at the crate. He got out and opened the trunk. Andrew jumped up to run away, but Sam caught him and Sam caught him and bashed his head into the trunk, knocking him out. When Andrew woke up, he was tied to a table and screamed. Sam was sitting on the foot of the table, smiling. Now that Andrew was awake, Sam jumped up and walked over to his knives. Picking up his favorite one, he walked back over to Andrew. "Why are you doing this, sir?" shouted Andrew. "Because I'm hungry," laughed Sam. Little did Andrew know those were the last words he'd ever hear. Sam started cutting into Andrew, and he screamed, hoping someone would hear him. After Sam cut all his toes off, he explained that nobody could hear him. Sam proceeded to cut, this time removing his legs from the knees down. So basically his calf muscle and shin. Andrew no longer screaming because he passed out from the pain. Noticing this, Sam gave Andrew a huge shot of adrenaline. Andrew sprung awake, and Sam then removed both of his arms. Now that Andrew had no legs or arms, Sam started cooking the limbs. Andrew now knew that what Sam meant by he was hungry. Sam was going to eat him. Sam now returning to Andrew, he smiled again. He explained that now is when Andrew was going to die. Sam grabbed a piano wire and placed it on Andrew's throat. Slowly removing Andrew's head, Sam started to smile. Once Andrew was dead, Sam cleaned Andrew's carcass and made it ready to eat. Sam took the buckets of blood and placed them into a stove he had installed. Boiling the blood, Sam dropped Andrew's parts in. Once the meat was cooked, Sam sat down on the table he just killed Andrew on and began to eat. Thinking how good his meat tasted, Sam couldn't wait to get the next meal. Coming soon, Sam's trilogy. Like I said, I wrote the first one in 2012. I'm going to try my hardest to get the first story back so I can read it on here. It would be awesome. I did, however, finish Sam's trilogy, and I'm not going to give you any spoilers on it. See? It's finished. But now, to read the dedication. This book is dedicated to my best friend, Josh Johnson. Whenever I was depressed or going through a bipolar episode, he was there to talk me through it. Whenever I needed a good nerd conversation about superheroes, he gave me the best ones. My greatest memory was seeing Venom in theaters with him on his last visit home from California. Josh has always been one to encourage any story or anything I do. I run everything by him. He gets the play-by-play of every adventure I choose to take to get my mind away from its issues. I know he will continue to be there for me when I need him. I need him the most. That is why I am dedicating this book to him. He is just as much a part of this book as I am. If I could tell him anything, it would be, I love you, brother. No matter what, I got this because I know you believe in me, and that is 100% true. During this Star Wars book I will be reading, he has been there every step of the way. I run every idea by him. It's just, he's one of the greatest guys I ever know. So yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see this video, hear this story, and sorry, trying to get the one candle out. And that is why you don't play with fire, kids. So do not try this fire cake or candle cake at home. And I would be doing another review later. I'll be dropping another video later, so stay tuned for that. Until then, this has been Stobo with Horror Story Time for October, Part 2. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, like, subscribe, and share. Till next time, deuces.